Good morning, everybody. On the chat boxes, if you all can say good morning, good afternoon, wherever, which part of the country, world you've joined us from. Good morning, Anandji. Welcome to the webinar. I hope you can
Good morning, Yogesh. Yeah. Good morning, Yogesh ji. Good morning.
Good morning. कैसे हैं आप, Anand ji?
All well. How are you?
Fantastic.
Yes.
Is Radha
Good to
ma'am
hear.
also joining?
Yeah. She's also joining.
Okay. So good morning, everybody. This is to the participants. Just check if your chat box is working. Just check if your Q&A is working. Just check all of those nuances. If you are traveling somewhere, I request you to so use your headphones or probably your car your speakers, but do not do dual work. It is dangerous. Just confirm if you can. If the chat box is open, if you can just say hi to me and good afternoon to me, or good morning to me, it will be very nice, right? So quickly, if you could just write down. I have my program coordinator who's there with me, Ms. Sheetal. Sheetal, if you could just check if everything is working fine. It is 11:10. It's about to start.
Yes, sure.
And we will definitely start the moment we have Radhaji also online. Please let us know where all have you joined us from, your location that you've joined us from, and a size of business that you have. I have a quick survey by the time people are joining in. I will send you a quick survey on the chat of our webinar, and it would consume, say, next 5-7 minutes for you to complete that. Have a look at the survey. I'm sending that survey right away to you. So Anandji, what we're doing is we've conducted a small survey where we're asking the participants about a few things. So I would definitely want you to have a look at that survey as well. Just give me a moment. I'm sharing that with you while people will be while Seemaji is just logging in and everything is happening. So we're asking people to choose which industry they operate from, what is the current revenue size that they have, what is the employee strength that they have. What is the primary reason of considering an IPO? लोगों को लगता है कर्जा चुकाने का बढ़िया तरीका है, right? Is that the reason? Or probably, after some time, 15-20 years of my entrepreneurial life, I feel that now I need to share wealth with people around me and my family, and I need to make one. Is that the reason? Or people feel that the true potential, I'm still not achieved the true potential of the business trend that I have. So, so these are kind of questions we want to check, say, assuming the next question here is, what is the specific aim that you have that you want to achieve through IPO if you're planning? So is that your expansion plan in total? Do you want to go for an acquisition? Do you want to go for market and product development, infrastructure development? So what is that you're really wanting to do? And is there a plan around what you want to do? How important is raising capital to fuel the growth of in your decision to consider the IPO? It's very less. People can respond to anything, so that's not a problem. Then the next question is understanding of the IPO itself. So how much do people understand about the IPO complete structure? How far are you legally and regulatory requirements that are there for companies? Have you ever engaged a legal counsel or advisors to assist you in in navigating the entire process? Do you envision the strategic direction once the fund पैसा आ गया, पैसा आने के बाद क्या करोगे? क्या ये direction है क्या? Right? Say the next is who within your organization is involved in decision making regarding the IPO. वरना एक डायरेक्टर हाँ बोल रहा है, एक दूसरा डायरेक्टर ना बोल रहा है, तीसरा डायरेक्टर कुछ करना ही नहीं है, right? एक फैमिली मेंबर हाँ बोल रहा है, दूसरा नहीं बोल रहा है. So is that खिचड़ी at the top of decision making, right? So that's what is a question. How robust is the governance structure and practices that you do in your company? And I'm sure we will throw a lot of light today as we move forward in the discussion. But these are certain questions that we definitely would want to ask people. And while these questions will be asked, people will have their own questions. Okay. And while people will have their own questions, I'm sure we'll be able to address them as well. So that's the whole process. Sir, could you please share the questionnaire on chat box? Here you go. So you can I'll keep sharing this oftenly because people will be joining in. But I think, good morning, Radha ji. Good morning, and welcome to the discussion. So once again, welcome everybody. Welcome everybody to the webinar. Our goal is to make sure that we are able to understand how the entire process of IPO for SME and MSME businesses work. Today with me, I have Radha Kirthivasan, who is the head of listing in SME at BSE Limited. And we have Additional General Manager, Mr. Anand Chari for BSE, SME and Startups. Both these professionals are well versed, done multiple IPOs for various companies. And today, rather than listening and learning from intermediaries, we are directly focusing on listening and learning from people who actually do it at the BSE. So with this, I request both of them if we can start this off and the questions that are coming. So I think we should say ladies first. Can I say that? Is that possible? Okay. So let me ask a question. Let's begin with warming up the entire session. Um, what are the key benefits? What are of SME listing on the BSE-SME platform as compared to traditional financing option? So I have banks. I have I go to some private equity and stuff like that. What are the top 2 or 3 key benefits of why people should go for listing on the SME IPO?
Top benefits, if you ask me, it would be ability to raise more funds. Once the companies are listed on the SME platform, with whatever the size of the issue, raising and they perform well, and their market prices are also fine, it's a very easy procedure for them to raise next set of funds. They are at a, I should not say equity is the cheaper, but then yes, they don't have the interest burden. What they can do is they can next level of fund, they can have a preferential allotment, rights issue, and another FPO. So all these are means to raise funds so that the growth doesn't hinder it, whatever that. And yes, in fact, one of the objectives of raising funds can also be to repay the existing loans, and so the interest burden is reduced and the profits are increased. Another benefit of major benefit, I would say, is increasing the company's visibility. There is a big visibility created among the public, the investors, the partners, and stakeholders. There is quite a lot of transparency that is followed and a corporate governance that is followed. All these would lead to a higher public awareness and maybe lead to a higher sales, and profits. Then one more benefit, what I can see is, since the stocks are listed, they have a value. So if the company wants to go in for an inorganic growth and acquire other companies, so they don't have to actually generate cash out of their system. What they can do is they can issue shares to the other companies. So this way, the cash flow is used in a better way. They can issue shares, they can acquire the company. That by the company also come, and then the growth also comes. These are the basic benefits.
Basic benefits. Okay. I am also getting a request कि सर आप हिंदी में बात कर सकते हैं क्या? So हम कोशिश करेंगे हम हिंदी में भी बात करें. So we'll do a mix of English and Hindi.
Fine.
That's the audience. So no problems with that, right? So
हिंदी में भी हम जरूर बात कर सकते हैं, but हमारी हिंदी कितनी स्पष्ट हो नहीं सकती, whatever it is, we can.
उसी डर से हम हिंदी में बात नहीं करते बस.
Yes.
So I also, whenever I speak in Hindi, I come from a place called Dadar in Mumbai, right? So the Hindi that I have is like Ayla Gaila. So I just avoid talking.
Better to avoid it, right?
So that's the intention. But कोशिश जरूर करेंगे जिन्होंने भी ये सवाल पूछा है, कोशिश जरूर करेंगे कि हम हिंदी में बात करें. And I think Anand ji, next question, which is very very natural question that comes up. Seema ji was also saying कि the brand recognition and brand understanding and awareness goes up when you list a company. Is it does it attract funds, or what does it happen when we say brand recognition होता है, मतलब क्या होता है?
See, प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि काफी लोगों को लगता है कि when they are coming into the market is only for the valuation or the raising the fund. So what has been my advice, what I have seen it for last 30 years and meetings more than 7,000 MSSME, I have been telling them कि branding इसमें होगा आपका. पहली बात तो ये branding कर लेंगे तो पैसा अट्रैक्ट करना बहुत ही आसान है. Like Radha ji said just now, when you are listed, it's going to be visible globally. So even a small mutual fund platform or a small individual financial advisor who are raising now equity mutual funds and all, they can see the company visibly. So when they are going to be listed, you will be one among the 5,500 companies listed with Bombay Stock Exchange. Okay. Correct. So it becomes easy. So when they are not listed, there will be one among the 6.5 crore company. 6.5 crore MSME company है. उसमें ऑलमोस्ट 98 टू 99% जो है माइक्रो कंपनी है जिनका 50 लाख से 2 करोड़ तक का मैक्सिमम टर्नओवर है. तो अगर हम देखें ना तो एलिजिबल कैटेगरी में 50 से 60,000 कंपनी तो एलिजिबल कैटेगरी में रहेगी जो आज हमारा क्राइटेरिया है. तो मैं ये बोलूंगा कि पहला तो यह है कि आप जब लिस्ट हो जाएंगे, आपकी कंपनी की ब्रांडिंग होगी तो आप टोटली ग्लोबली विजिबल होने से जो फंड आना एक जरिया बन जाएगा. इट्स लाइक ना सीसी लिमिट आप सैंक्शन करके रख लेते हैं. अदरवाइज सडनली यू रिक्वायर अ फंड and you have an order in book and suddenly you go to the bank, it takes 1.5-2 months for you to get the approval. तो अगर आपने लिस्ट करके रख लिया, फर्दर जाके ये शेयर्स को रख के आप एक तो लोन अगेंस्ट शेयर ले सकते हैं इमीडिएटली विद इन 7 days ऑफ टाइम. अदरवाइज जो राधा जी ने बोला, आप इसको इक्विटी स्वैप करके पैसा जनरेट भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बैंक में भी जाने की जरूरत नहीं, इक्विटी देके आप दूसरी कंपनी को स्ट्रेटेजिकली आप कंपनी को खरीद सकते हैं. दिस इज लाइक ना gives you a brand recognition globally, not in India, it's global.
Correct. Fantastic. So one of the fears, I mean, this is a question that I'm coming from my point of view also, because consulting so many businesses and constantly staying in the same same environment, a constant question comes in that अगर मैं अभी इक्विटी देता हूँ, अगर मैं लिस्ट कराता हूँ, तो मेरे 25-26% चले जाते हैं, फिर मैं सेकेंड राउंड पे आता हूँ तो मेरे हाथ में कुछ नहीं बचता, मेरा कंट्रोल लूज हो जाता. बिकॉज वन ऑफ द रीजंस व्हाई पीपल आर वेरी स्कैर्ड ऑफ गेटिंग दिस डन इज बिकॉज लूजिंग द कंट्रोल ऑफ द कंपनी. So Seema ji, what is your thought? And the question, this is a repeated question. I would want to have both of your point of views on this.
Yeah, sure.
One thing I would say, आपका बिजनेस आपका है और आपके बिजनेस को आपसे ज्यादा कोई नहीं अच्छा जानता. So you will never lose the control of your business if you do the business properly. And 25% is the minimum dilution that you have to do for a 75% is always with you. So you have nearly 3/4 of the majority is there. Correct. So they don't need to worry about this, They just don't need to concentrate on their business and do well in that. That's what I would
do the
say.
business right.
Yes.
Do the business right. Okay. Anand ji, what is your point of view on this?
See, I'll tell you, Radha ji, just to add on Radha ji said now, so 25% दे रहे हैं आप. See, first of all, the promoter को ये समझना जरूरी है कि 10 करोड़ या 100 करोड़ का कंपनी में 100% स्टेक रखें या कंपनी 5,000 करोड़ के कंपनी में 60% या 70% रखें. So 25% is going to be the dilution. Till 51% there is going to be the say of the promoter. आज अगर आप Reliance देखें, it has got more than 17% weightage onto my Sensex. ठीक है. अगर आप देखें Reliance का खुद का होल्डिंग मुकेश अंबानी का not more than 38% है. What is published, what I am seeing it. When they got listed 48 years back, the company valuation when they got listed about 11.5 crores. 2.8 crores का कुछ valuation पे मतलब fundraising हुआ था. आप समझिए बात को. That time possibly सबसे पहला उस टाइम पे तो मार्केट भी मैच्योर्ड नहीं था. Nobody used to come to the market. If you see 5 years back, most of the unique numbers, you call it unique numbers, PAN number, ये बोलते हैं हम लोग को 3-4 करोड़ का इन्वेस्टर थे मार्केट में. It has grown from that 3-4 crores in last 3 years of the time to 19 crores. Thanks to Grow More app, Upstock, and Zero of them.
Thanks to COVID, I should say.
Yeah. Most of the people have been sitting at home. They have been exploring the market, and the market also appreciated very well from 25,000 level and 50,000 level to 85-86. One thing very clear है कि अगर उस टाइम पे धीरूभाई अंबानी ने 11 crores के वैल्यूएशन में लिस्ट नहीं किया होता, today the company would have not been 23 lakh crores. So they command almost 40% of 23 lakh crores of valuation. So promoter को important यही है, आज आप जब तक दूसरे को बड़ा नहीं बनाओगे, somebody you are not going to make them earn, then the valuation personal level पे wealth creation नहीं होगा. So main thing है कि you need to lose the control. Even today the Reliance is being managed by Mukesh Ambani and their group, promoter and group. So 75% आपके पास रहने वाला है. in this 150 years of existence, what I have seen, no company has been taken hostile takeover. तो अगर आपके कंपनी में इतना बढ़िया चीज है, इतना प्रॉफिट मार्जिन है, तो आज तक आपने टेक ओवर क्यों नहीं हुआ? इवन इनटू द प्राइवेट लेवल पीपल वुड हैव कम एंड टेकन द कंपनी इन प्राइवेट इक्विटी और इन्वेस्टर शुड हैव कम. तो आपको वरी करने की जरूरत नहीं है. जो राधा मैडम ने बोला है उसमें कोई वरी नहीं है. आगे बढ़ के आप लिस्ट कीजिएगा. आपकी कंपनी का वैल्यूएशन जो है आप देखेंगे ओवर द पीरियड ऑफ थिंग, they will start growing and you will be attracting good funds.
Fantastic.
And to add on it, as of now, if you're not listed, you have just the face value of it. You're not
Yes.
getting any valuation. आपका
Yes,
अगर 100
yes.
रुपया है तो आपका 100 रुपया है. कल आप उसको
Right.
लिस्ट करके वैल्यूएशन करोगे तो वो 100 शायद 1000 हो जाएगा. So that
True.
and 1000 में आपका 75% हो जाएगा. So that you should understand very clearly.
That mathematics needs to be understood by promoters.
Yes. कि आपके आज के शेयर पे वैल्यू नहीं है, जो अगर आप वो लिस्टिंग करेंगे तो ही आपको वैल्यू मिलेगा आपके शेयर को भी.
Fantastic. Very good. Very good. Let's move on to, there are few people who are saying no audio. I'm really not sure why the audio is not there, because I think, can people just confirm if you can hear us, the rest of the people who can just hear us, if you can just check, if, just respond on the chat box, yes or no. I don't think there is any audio. Yeah, I don't think that there is any audio issue from our side. For people who are not able to, listen to us, please re-log in again and check.
Most of them are saying yes, actually.
Yes,
Yeah.
it should be clear. It should be clear. Fantastic. So that takes us to the next part of an example. Seema ji, any like I think Anand ji has just given an example of Ambani's, and Reliance. Can we have one more real time, say in the last 5-6 years, a company who got listed and then probably that's where they have been now? Is there any example that you can share with all of us?
I can give, मैं आपको 2 एग्जांपल दे सकती हूँ. एक कंपनी थी आदित्य विजन लिमिटेड.
Okay.
Which was listed in December 2016. So issue size उसका 5.75 crores था सिर्फ. 5.75 and issue price was 15 rupees. 15 रुपए पे उसने लिस्ट किया and he raised funds of 5.75 crores. The market capitalization at the time of listing was 21 करोड़ था. And उसका turnover तभी था 240 crores with a PAT of 1 crore. Now 2016 में ये था. आज के दिन पे अगर मैं कहूंगी FY 23-24 पे उसका टर्नओवर है 1743 crores with a PAT of 77 crores. The current market price is 492 rupees. From a price of 15 rupees, it has gone to 492 rupees. And his market capitalization has gone to 6,332 crores.
Wow.
So this is how he has grown in the past 8 years.
Wow.
Okay, from 16 to 24. Another company, if I say it's called Knowledge Marine and Engineering Group, जो कि 2021 की listed. उसका issue size 10 crore था, 37 rupees पे he has raised money. And at the time of listing, the capitalization was 40 crores, market capitalization. Listing के time पे उसका turnover था 33 crores and PAT था around 7 crores. अभी 23-24 में उसका टर्नओवर विद इन अ पीरियड ऑफ 3 years, 21 से है, हम आज 24 में है. उसका टर्नओवर है 139 crores with a PAT of 27 crores. The market price of that company 37 rupees था, आज के दिन 1750 है.
Wow.
How it grows, he has grown his business and he has done well. And with a market caps of 1800 crores उसका market cap है.
Wow. Wow.
So this is
these are
actual, this is what has happened. So
numbers.
This is the thing that people can actually understand. If you grow your business and if you have the complete governance and practices, you can really grow in the market once you're listed.
Wow.
Or you can take another example of a listed, very recently listed, PNG Gargi Fashion. This is the PNG Gargil group.
Yeah.
They have a smaller company which was listed on the SME board of the BSE. अभी PNG ने बड़ा इशू किया है, वो तो मेन बोर्ड पे आया हुआ है. ये था 2022 में, मतलब जस्ट December 22 में, you can say a year back or so. छोटा इशू था, 7.5 करोड़ का इशू था, 30 रुपए पे लाए थे. आज उसका मार्केट प्राइस है 835 rupees.
Look at the scale.
Visibility that has helped them to grow.
Fantastic. Anandji, can you also, like she's given successes, are there cases of failure also? And according to you as an expert, what are the reasons of these failures?
See, failure काफी कम होंगे because see, we have been trying to do these things that we have been handholding the people. So till the time they are in our control, we have been guiding it as a regulator and not as a regulator. We have been working with them as a facilitator to make them understand at all the level of the life. We could really see that some people would have really gone out of the way and they have started doing a different business that would have impacted them. And after the COVID, most of the business into FMCG and the hotel business have gone shut down. So that has impacted them because of the regulation changed by the government and something happened which is not unprecedented, which our situation has created. That type of a business have gone fat. So I don't see much of a companies have gone fat, or you can say they have made a loss. Predominantly, we could really see most of the companies have made good after the COVID has gone back and we have rebound back into the industry. So what Radhaji has spoken about this Aditya Vision and all, this company based in Bihar. When they listed this company, they had an outlet of 12 outlets in Bihar. And you know of the fact that the running a business in Bihar is a little difficult with the political situations over there. We have seen it for ages now. But अगर आप देखें ना तो 12 आउटलेट में ये विजय सेल्स जैसा व्हाइट गुड्स बेचते हैं बुटीक टाइप में. तो आज के तारीख में जो राधा जी ने बोला 77 crores का प्रॉफिट है, they have outlet more than 150 outlet in last 8 years of the time. So they have grown multifold. And the price what you are seeing today, 492, it is after the bonus and the split. The price peak has been more than 4,200. Wow. Even the opportunity of the promoter got at a level of 1,200 or 1,500, if I'm not wrong. They have diluted their own stake and they have taken a huge amount for themselves. So यहाँ पे क्या अपॉर्चुनिटी आपको भी मिलती है जहां पे ऑफर फॉर सेल करके आप खुद का भी वेल्थ लेके जा सकते हैं जिसमें कोई क्वेश्चनेबल नहीं है. और दूसरा जो कंपनी नॉलेज मरीन उन्होंने बोला, वो कंपनी बॉम्बे बेस्ड है जो राधा जी ने बोला. जस्ट आई एम एलॉबरेटिंग मोर ऑन द डिटेल साइड. तो ये कंपनी आई थी जब मिलने, तो इट वाज लाइक ना 3 years बैक व्हेन दे स्टार्टेड दे वर टेलिंग कि वी विल कम एंड लिस्ट एट 40 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट में आएंगे हम, तब आके लिस्ट करेंगे, मे बी विल गेट अ हायर वैल्यूएशन. सो हमने गाइडेंस दी कि साहब आप अभी कीजिए 7 करोड़ के प्रॉफिट में, 40 करोड़ में देखिए आपको 400 करोड़ नहीं मिलेगा या 600 करोड़ नहीं मिलेगा, आपका वैल्यूएशन अच्छा होगा. They could get convinced. We had a discussion of 4 hours. We got them convinced. Today they will be happy. आज 1750 करोड़ का वैल्यूएशन है. अगर आज वो आते 270 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट लेके 300 350 का वैल्यूएशन मैक्सिमम मिलता है उनको. आज 1750 में से 75% इज देयर पर्सनल वेल्थ. समझे योगेश जी? तो आप देखें 1200-1400 करोड़ का खुद का वेल्थ 27 करोड़ का प्रॉफिट में, मुझे नहीं लगता है कि मार्केट में कोई भी एक इंस्ट्रूमेंट है, एवेन्यू है जहां जाके वो क्रिएट कर सकते हैं. तो सबसे बड़ी चीज है कि आपको कंपनी का वैल्यू अनलॉक करना पड़ेगा. लेट अस कीप असाइड द एसेट्स. जो भी आपने लैंड, मशीनरी, घर, गाड़ी जो खरीदा है वो तो डिप्रिशिएटिंग एसेट्स है. आपको ये देखना है कि मार्केट में जिस तरह राधा जी ने बताया ना, तो वो लिस्ट कीजिए. यहां पे आप टैक्सेशन मॉडल से वेल्थ क्रिएशन मॉडल में आ रहे हैं. शो द एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट, show the actual turnover over there. People are going to trust you because it's going to be listed on BSE. It's going to have a higher pedigree. Radhaji said about that access to capital and the credibility and all increasing because you are going to be visible to the people. You are going to be complied. तो मेरे हिसाब से complied होने के बाद मेरे हिसाब से कोई भी कंपनी ने कोई भी चीज लूज नहीं की unless until they have done something wrong. तो मेरे हिसाब से प्रमोटर के लिए एक ही मैसेज रहेगा मेरी तरफ से और राधा जी की जगह से कि आप कंपनी का जो बिजनेस है सेम करते जाइएगा. Remaining things you are going to have a professionals, you are going to manage the compliance. आप आगे बढ़िए. Whatever the support is required, we as a team are going to help them on. So don't worry on that thing.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
That taking, we were talking about the support and how does BSE-SME platform facilitates the access to the long-term capital of the participant?
Does I answer this? See, first of all, what happens is that first of all, you have to come out with the balance sheet. We require a last 3 years of balance sheet of the company. So हमको profitability देखना पड़ता है. उसके बाद हम लोग पहले देखेंगे कि we have to introduce a merchant banker. Whether they have their own connects and the family members, they can connect with the merchant bankers. So then they will be valuing the company. उसके बाद वो initial public offering लेके आएंगे. जिस तरह Reliance आया था, Tata आया था, वो सब कंपनियां जिस तरह ली वैसे ही उनको DRHP बना के हमारे पास सबमिट करना पड़ेगा. दिस इज वन ऑफ द प्रोसेस. सो ये डॉक्यूमेंट्स आने के बाद हमारा अप्रूवल होता है. देन पॉसिबली दे स्टार्ट गेटिंग सम इन्वेस्टर बेस. इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ डाइवर्स इन्वेस्टर बेस दे आर गोइंग टू गेट व्हिच विल बी इंट्रोड्यूस्ड बाय द मर्चेंट बैंकर थ्रू देयर ओन कम्युनिटी ऑफ इन्वेस्टर व्हाट दे हैव इट. Then when they got listed, it's going to get a repeated fundraising will happen. Like Radha said, we can come out with follow-on offer, we can come out with preferential right issues. That is going to be a helping thing which will be getting it through this platform. and possibly if you see, it's going to enhance the credit worthiness. तो आपको क्या है कि हमने देखा है काफी जगह पे, I can quote an example of a company called Bella Casa in Jaipur. So वो कंपनी को देखें कि जो मार्केट से 200 बिप्स का इंटरेस्ट रेट कम दिया था कंपनी, because it was a listed company and they started performing. When they got listed, employee strength was 600. Saurabh Gupta promoter hai, and today I could really see, and honestly I can say it in proud that we would have created more than 1 lakh job through this platform in a span of 12 years. And today the employee strength from 600 has grown to 3,600 or 4,000 people now. So this has been possible because they raised fund, and they have been given less interest rate because they were listed and they are showing the transparency, and it has increased the credibility in front of the bank, and it has shown the good fundamentals and free cash flows on the balance sheet. That has increased the credit worthiness into the bank side also. Yeah, even the interest rate reduced for the company. So that is going to be there with the people when they are listed.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Radhaji?
just 1 minute. When Anand
Yes,
was
yes.
saying about the employees, how the employees benefit and how that. See, one of the ways of keeping an employee committed is issuing an ESOP to the employee.
Correct.
And once you're a listed entity, you can issue and create a value for them, and that gives yes, my company is giving me ESOP, so that means they want to keep me, and that it is I will grow with the company. As the company shares grow, even my wealth is going to grow. So that is a very good way of rewarding the employees.
Rewarding and creating an engagement for the leaders of the organization. And
Yes.
I think that's used as a, I mean, I come from a extensive corporate corporate experience myself. I think it was a fantastic hook to get right hypods into the company, right? So I've enjoyed ESOPs in company, and I agree with you. I
So
agree.
you will enjoy ESOP only if the company is listed.
Listed, correct. Correct. Absolutely. So I think it's a very important question that a lot of businesses keep asking is, sir, हमारा profit consistent नहीं है. कभी मैं 7% बना रहा हूँ, कभी मैं 9% बना रहा हूँ, कभी वो अभी कोविड आ गया तो मैं 4% पे चला गया. ये ऐसा अगर हिस्ट्री है 4-5 सालों का, क्या फिर भी मैं लिस्ट कर सकता हूँ? So this is the kind of question that comes in. And precisely, I think it is also coming from the unawareness and fear कि मेरे हाथ में क्या बचेगा. ये सवाल हमेशा रहता है ना दिमाग में एक धंधे वाले के. So Radha ji, what would you guide this kind of a thought process? What would you guide?
See, we have. I would like you to take you through the eligibility criteria, just to understand. See, basically, क्या है ना कि anybody can come out with it, but there are certain eligibility criteria that has been laid down. One is that they should have a net worth of at least 1 crore for the preceding 2 years. मतलब business है तो 1 crore का net worth तो होना जरूरी पड़ता है. Then they have a net tangible assets. Tangible assets भी होने चाहिए. That is for 3 years in the last full financial year. Last जो साल का 1 साल का financial complete है, उसमें 3 crore का net tangible asset है. And track record, we say that it should be a profitable track record. We are not saying what is the level of profits. We understand that there are ups and downs, and in an SME there are more ups and downs. So it's not when if they have a lower profit at one this and the next they have a higher profit. That doesn't debar you from coming into this. They should have a profitable track record, and companies should be doing good. So this is what it is, the basic criteria. So the level of profitability doesn't judge whether they can
criteria. It's not a criteria. But is it a safe? Is there a safe criteria? So say assuming still I want to have a number. What is a good number to have? So that they can explore the wealth in the first go only better. What is a good number?
Good or bad numbers. There is no good or bad numbers. We have there are many companies which have listed with when they were listed, their profitability was maybe less than 1 crore of rupees also. But we need to have some stability and all that. So we think that the company also should be in that level that it should go into the next step, because listing is a big thing. There are a lot of compliances issue and corporate governance issue, and then a lot of transparency. So to maintain that, they need to have certain profits so that they can take care of all these costs also, So
true.
I will not comment on the minimum
क्या
amount
benchmark
of
होना चाहिए? Okay, good,
benchmark
good,
loan.
good, good. So Abdul bhai, there is a participant who's there. Abdul bhai, benchmark नहीं मिला. मैंने कोशिश करी राधा जी को पूछने की, benchmark नहीं मिला.
If Anand has to add something, he can
या
add
या
on this.
श्योर श्योर सी
Anand, please go.
नहीं नहीं योगेश जी क्या है कि मार्केट है ये अप एंड डाउन जाएगा वन साइडेड कोई भी चीज जाती नहीं है आप भी जानते हैं न्यूटन्स लॉ है जो ऊपर जाएगा तो नीचे तो आएगा ही तो वो जो है निवेशक भी जानते हैं जितने भी इन्वेस्टर पैसे डालते हैं दे ऑल्सो नो एंड दे नो दैट रिस्क दैट्स द रीजन दे आर कमिंग इनटू द मार्केट सो बिजनेस है तो अप्स एंड डाउन होगा इसलिए आपको कोई भी चीज हमने क्वांटिफाई नहीं किया राधा जी ने जैसा बोला एलिजिबिलिटी क्राइटेरिया में हमने क्वांटिफाई नहीं किया है कि इतना टर्नओवर होना चाहिए इतना प्रॉफिट होना चाहिए बट अगर बैंक एफडी आज के तारीख में 7.25% चल रहा है और पीपीएफ जो है 15 साल का लॉक इन है इसमें 6 साल के बाद आप 25% निकाल सकते हैं दैट इज समवेयर अबाउट 7-10 चल रहा है अगर आपकी मार्जिन उससे भी कम है पोस्ट टैक्स रिटर्न अगर टीडीएस लगाने के बाद मुझे 4.5% मिल रहा है पॉसिबली इन्वेस्टर उसमें निवेशक जो है इन्वेस्ट करना नहीं चाहेंगे अगर आपका 10% है बिजनेस का एवोल्यूशन में अगर कुछ मार्केट चेंज हुआ कुछ ड्यूटी कुछ चेंजेस की है गवर्नमेंट ने इम्पैक्ट बैठा है आगे जाके प्रोजेक्शंस में अच्छी दिख रही है कंपनी और एक्सपेंशन ग्लोबली कर रहे हैं या मार्केट एक्सप्लोर कर रहे हैं या प्रोडक्ट में डाइवर्सिफिकेशन कर रहे हैं उससे मार्जिन बढ़ सकती है देन निवेशक इन्वेस्ट करते ही हैं सो इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट बॉल पार्क फिगर बताएं कि ये कंपनी में ऐसा डाल दूंगा आज 4% है वो 4% ही रहेगा ऐसा सोच के कोई भी इन्वेस्ट नहीं करता दे हैव टू हैव अ बिजनेस प्लान तो आपका बिजनेस प्लान अच्छा है सेक्टर अच्छा है अगर आपका जो इंटेंशंस अच्छे हैं आप एक्सप्लोर करना चाहते हैं कोई मार्केट प्रोडक्ट रेंज डाइवर्स करते हैं निवेशक आता है उसके लिए मार्केट भी काफी कीन है कि अच्छे प्रोडक्ट और अच्छा प्रमोटर इंटेंशन वाले के लिए पैसा मार्केट में अवेलेबल है इसलिए उनको
बहुत
टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं
बहुत बढ़िया वेरी गुड आंसर वेरी गुड आंसर आप जस्ट यू नो व्हाट इज द प्रिपरेशन बिजनेस ऑपरेशन प्रिपरेशन जिसको जिसको कहता है यू नो कुछ बहुत सारे कंपनीज सिंगल प्रमोटर ड्रिवन होते हैं डिसीजन मेकिंग इज क्लाउडेड एट वन लोकेशन क्या क्या तैयारी करनी पड़ती है बिजनेस ऑपरेशन गवर्नेंस में
So
ताकि
I
वो
think
तैयार
I
रहें
will take it and then Anand can
प्लीज
join
गो
me
अहेड
in
प्लीज गो
है
this.
अहेड
श्योर श्योर या
Yeah. So one first thing, the mentality of the promoter needs to change. Yes, if this is my company, no. Abhi ye, this is the our company. From me, to it is going to be our. When
वेरी
I
गुड
raise money, there are other investors that are coming in, and I have to work from there for them also from now.
करेक्ट
So इसके पैसा लगाया चलो I am not bothered. No, I cannot. Since he has put faith and confidence in me, I have to see that I reward him appropriately. So that mentality has to change. He has to be transparent. There has to be a good corporate governance in place. See, most of the SMEs, practically speaking, what they show is not the truth.
Okay.
What they show in the books.
Yeah.
So this should not be. You should be able to come out and say transparently, this is what it is. And this is my level of profits that I would be having, and this is my business plan, and this is how it will grow. Now, you should be ready. That should be to have independent directors on board. So when you have independent directors on board, you have somebody who is also seeing, why are you doing this? Maybe they will ask 10 questions. Ki ye kyun kar rahe ho, kya kar rahe ho? But then once you're listed, all these things will help you out. Investors bhi puchega kyun kar rahe ho? No, we have got suggestions from our independent directors. We have consulted them, and this is what it is. So that independent directors need to be appointed. There should be compliance level at various laws, labor laws, other laws. So they should be compliant enough, full compliant contractual laws. जो पीएफ है पीएफ काटते हैं नहीं भरते हैं and all that, they should be come out cleaner, and I'm sure when they do all these things it will help them to be a better governance company, better transparency, and then it will help them grow. Whether they go for this IPO or not, the steps would help them
It's a
grow.
different story, yeah. But that,
Yeah.
I oftenly say this. God's been kind. People keep calling me for different keynotes, and I keep asking this question कि आप इंडिया में आते हो तो सिग्नल जंप करते हो. When you go to Dubai, when you go to US, why don't you jump the signal? Why do you feel more safe there? And people say नहीं सर उधर का रूल बहुत तगड़ा है. That's how they say. And that's exactly what governance is all about. And unless and until and completely buy your point that unless and until governance is not right. But just can I ask a question to the audience right now? I want them to respond in the chat box. How many of you are really ready to build good governance company? IPO उसके बाद है.
Yes, that's what I said. Whether you go for IPO or
IPO
not,
doesn't matter. It is
you have
how many
to
of
have
you?
that baseline. Yeah.
Right. So question. So you can directly say yes. You
And
can
if you
say
say
yes or
yes, you
no.
are ready to, I will welcome you to come to the exchange to come and meet us, and we'll actually guide you the entire process. We will be happy to host you.
I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. I just skipped off the. Yeah.
No. Yogesh,
I
I
think
can
it's
see
already.
many people saying yes, and I'm
Yes.
really very happy about it.
Yeah. No, in fact, the transition that we want to do after this webinar also is for people who are genuinely interested in building up right governance, going to the process, even if it is like next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever it is, we're going to get all of them together, and
And then
we're
we
going
can
to have this
personally come there
meaningful
and sit with
conversation.
them and have a discussion with them.
Yes,
We'll
100%.
surely do that. We want to do that.
Yeah. Hey, how many, by the way, how many of you would want to also meet them personally and have this conversation with them? Please write it down that you would want to. And my teams will then say, we are fixing up a time a little before Diwali so that before you go on holidays, you have some great news to share with your family. क्या ऐसा कुछ सोच रहा हूँ ना? So thank you very much. A lot of people have responded. And more importantly, what I've seen, Anandji, also is while people want to do all of this, and what has been your observation after so many years that they want to, they know it is important, but they are not able to. What do you see the difference? Why are they not able to? क्योंकि इतने सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स हैं, इतना एजुकेशन प्लेटफॉर्म है, इतना अवेयरनेस है. Why do you think कि पकड़ते ही नहीं है यार वो
नहीं
नसिंग?
नहीं, एक चीज क्या है योगेश जी, आज तक हमने करीब करीब 50,000 पब्लिक को मिल चुके हैं इवेंट के थ्रू, तो मोर देन 2 लाख पीपल वी आउट एड्रेस. और अगर बीएससी को अगर देखें एज अ प्लेटफॉर्म, 2,500 इवेंट्स किए हुए हैं हमने. इवन इन द कोविड वी वुड हैव डन मोर देन 600 वेबिनार्स, मोस्ट ऑफ द इंडस्ट्री एसोसिएशंस, लाइक द वे वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू थ्रू यू. तो प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि मोस्ट ऑफ द इवेंट्स में क्या है कि प्रमोटर खुद नहीं आता, तो वो आदमी कोई ना कोई बेच देता है जो उसका रिलेवेंस नहीं रखता. सेकंड पॉइंट हमने देखा है कि उनके प्रायोरिटी लिस्ट में नहीं है ये चीज कि हमको लिस्टिंग करनी है. एंड सेकंड, काफी कुछ मिथ्स हैं कि जे गेट कंफ्यूज थ्रू द इंटरमीडिएटरीज. वो एक्चुअल जो रेगुलेटर हैं उनसे बात करने से या तो घबराते हैं, ये जो मुझे नहीं मालूम, बट जितने लोग आए हैं आज के तारीख में लिस्ट हुए हैं और उन्होंने काफी बेनिफिट ही किया है. तो हमारे लिए ये लगता है कि जब भी वो लिस्ट कर रहे हैं, जो अर्लियर पॉइंट में राधा जी ने बताया कि उनका रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनता है कि सभी जो स्टेक होल्डर्स है जिन्होंने कंपनी को पूंजी दी है एंड दे हैव लिस्टेड द कंपनी, उनके ऊपर एक एडिशनल रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है. अर्लियर यू हैव बीन रनिंग द कंपनी द वे यू हैव बीन डूइंग इट, सो व्हेन यू हैव गॉट द फंड, देयर रेस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. तो मैं यही चीज बोलूंगा, कंप्लायंस एक जो है ना डिसिप्लिन है. आप जब तक लाइफ में डिसिप्लिन नहीं होते हैं, देन यू कांट बी रनिंग द शो. तो अगर आपके माइंड में मॉडल अच्छा है, बिजनेस अच्छी है, अगर आप आगे बढ़ना चाहते हैं लाइफ में, तो डिसिप्लिन आपके अंदर है, तो आपको घबराने की जरूरत नहीं है. कंपनी को लिस्ट करके कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं आने वाली है. सेकेंडरी चीज क्या है कि अगर कंपनी लिस्ट होती है, वी कुड रियली सी दैट कि उनको टैक्सेशन मॉडल, जो टैक्सेशन मॉडल में जो राधा जी ने बताया कि जो प्रॉफिट्स है, एक्चुअल प्रॉफिट्स को बैलेंस शीट में लाइए, देन आपको एक फेयर वैल्यूएशन निकालने में मर्चेंट बैंकर को भी और बीएससी को भी अप्रूवल देने में दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. सो हम यही रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे जितने इन्वेस्टर्स हैं या एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं आज, उनको बोलेंगे आपको पहले वो टैक्सेशन मॉडल का जो माइंडसेट है उसको क्रैक करके आप वेल्थ क्रिएशन मॉडल में आइए. तो अभी आप सोचिए 11.5 करोड़ के वैल्यूएशन से आज 23 लाख करोड़ रुपया बना है. या टाटा ग्रुप का जो भी कंपनी बोली है आज के तारीख में, जो बड़े ब्रांड, प्रोमिनेंट ब्रांड है, महिंद्रा है, अगर एलआईसी लीजिए, इन्फोसिस लीजिए, इन्होंने उस टाइम पे किए. आप एक ही चीज सोचिए ना कि जितने भी बैंक्स हैं आज इंडिया में वो लिस्टेड है, कुछ तो वो रीजन होगा. सो यू आर ट्राइंग टू डाइवर्स और यू आर डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिंग योर रिस्क टू अदर इन्वेस्टर्स. बट ये नहीं कि अगर आपका फंडामेंटल स्ट्रांग हो, कंपनी बड़ी बनेगी, ऑनेस्टली एवरी वन ऑफ द पीपल हु आर इन्वेस्टिंग, स्टेक होल्डर्स विल बी बेनिफिटेड एंड इट्स गोइंग टू एड ऑन टू द इंडियन इकोनॉमी. इसलिए जो मिथ्स है आपके माइंड में, उसको निकालिए. राधा जी ने अभी इनविटेशन दिया है, यू कम डाउन टू आवर ऑफिस थ्रू योगेश जी. वी लव टू हैव 1-to-1 सेशन. Possibly we can have 1-to-1 session in Pune We can travel back.
We'll arrange that. We'll arrange that.
I to tell you, most of the people that I reach office little late. I reach in 1 hour 20 minutes to Pune. I reach little late. So jaldi pahunch jayenge. So people love to come over there. Maybe we can sit in your office and meet them one to one. So we can have one-to-one session. I could really see somebody, Ganesh, had requested that. We can come down and have one more session.
Manish has also said that he wants to go in for listing. I'm happy to do
exactly. Yes.
So I'll tell you who are these people who are listeners, by the way.
Yeah,
sure.
School of Inspiration Leadership is a consulting and a training organization. You are aware of it.
True. Yeah.
What do we do? I mean, I don't know. I don't want to sound audacious in front of you, but we have built companies from 8-9 crores to 100 crores in less than 3 years. And we have such 776 cases.
Oh,
in
wonderful.
The last 11 years.
Wonderful.
The last 11 years. Okay. So with the kind of discipline in terms of execution that we build and the audaciousness that we build, everybody here is very hungry. Let's be very candid about it. But yeah, there are questions that we need to ask and questions that we need to work on. And who better than the regulatory directly helping us to do that? That's the intention of all of our conversation and our our association also. So yes, people who are listening to us, I think 80 to 85% of people are eligible. Okay, whoever.
That's great. That's very nice.
Yeah. Can I also ask everybody how many promoters are sitting? You can just write I on the chat box right now. Out of, I think, some 70 odd participants. Okay, just write I. Yeah. So it's very clear. We had said it very clear. Don't give me your proxy. Don't give me your accountant. Don't give me your manager. If you can't come here, don't come. Now, good part about here is that they don't look at us as company. They look at us as an institution who's teaching them.
True. So that's what they should look forward to us for helping them.
That's the way. And I'm very happy that all of them are respect and trust us for doing the right jobs for so many years. Right?
And we'll be happy to guide them at any point of time. That is our commitment.
Thank you. Let's move on to some questions right now. When we look at taking industries or taking certain sectors, is any sector eligible for it, or there are certain structures, sectors, because we see a wave of sectors as well, right? I mean, there were in 2000 we saw IT going everywhere, right? And then we saw e-com going everywhere, right? So is there that balloon, positive balloon, of course, I'm talking about, that's going, where do we see more companies getting listed? What industries are getting listed? Radha ji, over to you.
I think I'll let Anand answer.
Go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Yogesh ji, इसमें क्या है कि predominantly, हम लोगों को क्या है, brick and mortar समझ में आता है as a Indian. तो इसमें क्या है कि जितने भी निवेशक आते हैं ना, तो उनको मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर समझ में आता है कि आपने कुछ इनपुट दिया, आउटपुट आ रहा है, and there is a factory, there is a plant and everything. That raises a little bit of a confidence. But having said this, we have more than 23 different sector companies have listed with us. Out of this 525 listed with me in last 12 years of the existence of the platform, we have more than 23 different sector companies have listed with me, even including e-commerce company. We have a Bidli restaurant, which is of your Kamath Hotels group. Okay, we have a jewelry manufacturing. Radha ji said about PNGS Gargi, which is from Pune jewelry. We have a imitation jewelry. We have a chemical company. We have a real estate company which has got listed recently from Chennai Popular Foundation, and we have a unique company which got listed last month in August was Afcom Holding, which is into a air cargo this business, which is which doesn't we don't have any company on the main board also. So we could really see it's a diverse portfolio. We are not sector agnostic as such in last 12 years of the time. We will try to see that if it is going to be a trading company, we will be taking a cautious call on the trading company. Otherwise, we can get the company listed from any sector which is available in India today.
Is any consulting company got listed, by the way?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't remember the company's name, but we got even a facility management company called Karya is already listed with us. So we have a service sector company is also listed with us.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Transportation, yes. Abbas bhai, transportation bhi hai, tension mat lo.
100%. Logistic company hai. We have a Redco Logistic.
बहुत
सारे, काफी companies hai. The recent has been Redco Logistic from Gurgaon got listed from Delhi side. It's a very
Okay.
beautiful company from the logistics side.
So in
Okay.
fact, we have an event management company which was listed very recently.
Yeah. Mac Conference has got
Yeah.
listed. Earlier, we have Ethicon Events Management has got listed, and one of the oldest and very highly branded company called Bright Outdoor. You will find this Bright
Bright
Right
Outdoor
Outdoor.
outdoor.
on
Yeah.
more. You will
Advertising
find on
company
the
basically.
advertising company. They have
Wow.
a page in most of the these places in India as well as in Bombay. Bright Outdoor, you can see this logo on most of the movies. Last
Yes.
logos you will find them. The Lakhani is the promoter of that company, and they are doing pretty decently well.
Wow. Wow. And the outdoor advertising market is also going,
Yeah, big, very large.
Yes. Big,
yeah.
big.
Okay, just a quick thing. As we keep now that we're getting closer to the conversation of this webinar, can you share certain best practices that the MSMEs can immediately start if they have a goal in next 1 year or 2 years or something like that? कि ये चार चीजें immediately करना शुरू कर दीजिए. Yeah, whoever wants to take the question, that's no problem.
तो ये दो चीजें तो मैं बोलूंगी, see that they appoint a proper auditor they have, because first thing is that whenever you think of listing, as per the SEBI regulations, you need to have a peer-reviewed auditor who is auditing your accounts.
Okay.
So that is very important. What happens then? What happens is many people don't know about this regulation. So जब भी वो जाते हैं and peer review नहीं होता है, so they have to appoint it that time and get a previous year audit done. So that takes quite a long of time. So whoever their auditors are, they need to check with them whether they are peer reviewed so that they can continue with the peer reviewed auditor. That
Okay.
is one important thing. Then the next thing is we have to see that they have enough authorized capital. If they authorize capital, so that the issue most of the time क्या होता है कि they have capital, equity capital जो होता है वो very minimum होता है, and they have a lot of amount kept in the general reserve. So that is how this practice, which is used for further growth of the company. So when they want to go in for a equity, what happens is they have to take their equity capital to such a level so that from there they will dilute only 25%. So
Okay.
they have to upgrade, they have to bonus issue करके उनको author issued capital बढ़ाना है, and so that proper quantum of dilution level is achieved in that. So that is to be done. That peer reviewed auditor is there, or this is there. Then what is that? They have to make a business plan. That is very important. Whoever wants to go. So these things, let them make a business plan for now. No? This is my 3 years business plan. That is what I am going to make. And so then they will follow that business plans. From now on only, they will follow the business plan. I have an idea of going public. So this is what I am going to do. Going public may take me 6 months down the line or whatever it is. Why not start today only? And this is my business plan, which is very important. And I'm going to follow that. These are
Fantastic.
the few things.
So we are working
See,
with the company. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah. No, see
So, yeah,
what. Yeah, just to add on what Radhaji said, so we require auditors and all these people are very important, as she said, because these people will have an expert knowledge, special knowledge, which is required for them. They will be specialized on this particular sector, like an investment banker or a legal counsel or a peer auditor, what Radhaji said, because now these people will be very essential. These people can navigate the complexity of the going public. So it's very important for the people because it's going to be an unknown terrain where they're going. आज हमारे पास क्या है सो जीपीएस को जीपीएस गाइड करता है जो अननोन टेरेन में जाते हैं तो सो these professionals will be guiding them through this complexity of initial public offering, then it becomes very easy for them to sail off. तो शायद आज हम बोल रहे हैं बहुत सारी चीजें इनको नहीं समझ में आ रही होगी, तो इसलिए हम तो चाहते हैं कि 1-to-1 तो होंगे, बट उसके साथ में जब ऑडिटर बैठेगा, लीगल काउंसिल बैठेगा, क्यों इंपॉर्टेंट है, क्यों
company secretary is also very important. Yeah.
Very important because they have to have a company secretary on their payroll also, which is required by the guidelines by SEBI. तो ये जो प्रोफेशनल्स आएंगे वो अपना प्रोफेशनल्स काम करेंगे. तो एज अ प्रमोटर आपको क्या करना है, जो आज तक आपने क्या किया, बिजनेस को बढ़ाना है, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन रखनी है, प्रोडक्ट को डाइवर्सिफाई करना है, प्रॉफिट मार्जिन मेंटेन करनी है, इंक्रीज करनी है, एक्सप्लोर द न्यू मार्केट. That is going to be a duty what you have been doing it. So that's what we as a regulator want you to do. Remaining things will be taken care by the specialized and knowledgeable people, which will help them to settle. Very important point.
Fantastic.
Very important.
So fundamentally, if I just have to paraphrase everything in terms of what is the preparation that people may have to do, One is, of course, setting of that vision of why they want it.
Hmm.
Okay. Second is building a strategic business plan that
Yeah.
supports that vision,
Yeah.
and then getting to the right partners and professionals who
Hmm.
help them to achieve it. Right.
True.
And while
Correct.
they're moving into the market, they are still audacious, they're still looking for sale, all of that. Somebody
True.
else is taking care of this rather than they trying to get
True.
in.
True.
Right. So okay,
Yes, yes.
fair. Now ये एक important सोच है दोस्तों, ये आई एम जस्ट रीफ्रेजिंग व्हाट दे सेड, कि जब तक आप वो नहीं छोड़ोगे जो आप कर रहे हो, आपके हाथ में वो नहीं आएगा जो आप चाहते हो. दैट इज व्हाट दे एक्चुअली से,
So
राइट.
अभी recently was reading a book, what you think you become. So मेरे हिसाब से क्या है कि अगर आप वो टैक्सेशन मॉडल में रहते रहेंगे, तो ये 11.5 करोड़ से लेके 23 लाख का जर्नी जो अभी राधा जी ने बताया, जो वैल्यूएशन में नॉलेज मरीन लिस्ट हुई थी 40 करोड़ से लेके आज 1800-1900 करोड़ का वैल्यूएशन 3 साल में उन्होंने जर्नी किया. आई हैव अ कंपनी कॉल्ड Bondada Engineering got listed in from Hyderabad. They got listed at a valuation of 180 rupees and 75 rupees was the price of the stock. Today they are hovering in within a span of 1 year at 7,000 crores of valuation and price is hovering about not less than 3,200. सो आप सोचिए कि मार्केट में पैसे और निवेशक खड़े हैं, अच्छी कंपनी, अच्छी बिजनेस मॉडल, अच्छा ऑडिटर होगा, अच्छा बिजनेस मॉडल होगा, बैलेंस शीट में दिख जाएगा. देखिए एक चीज मैं बोलना चाहूंगा, शेयर आएगा तो आपका बैलेंस शीट शेयर जैसा दिखेगा ना, उसको गरजना नहीं पड़ेगा, शेयर को चिल्लाना नहीं पड़ता है, वो बैलेंस शीट से समझ जाएगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली इन्वेस्टमेंट आना दिक्कत नहीं आएगी. सो मोस्ट ऑफ द प्रोमोटर्स एंड एसएमई स्ट्रगल इन दैट. सो हमको यही है कि आप अपना बैलेंस शीट लेके आइए, गाइडेंस आपको हम देंगे, आप आइए समझिए बात को, उसके बाद हमको क्या स्टेप लेना है, कैसे करना है, स्ट्रक्चरिंग करना है, वी विल सिट विथ यू एंड मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड दैट थिंग. सो यू डोंट हैव टू वरी एट ऑल. आपको ये समझ में नहीं आता है तो वो जीपीएस का काम हम करेंगे एज अ रेगुलेटर.
क्या
आप समझिए बात को.
Yeah, and just one thing, the investors that are investing in SME IPOs are not only retail, which was the case when it actually started. Even now, good HNIs, family offices, banks and institutions are coming, AIFs are coming in. So more and more good investors are coming in, which will give you a better credibility. You know, you can always go and see, in my company, mere listing mein ye sab investors there. So that itself will prove, yeah, how good your company is.
Fantastic.
That's how.
No,
Just
the
to
kind of people that are there with you on the board also describes the kind of pedigree you come with. I
Absolutely.
completely buy that.
That gives a lot of difference, you know. Yeah.
see,
Fantastic.
I'll just to add on to this, Yogesh, if we have time and we permit, I could really see that now we got a company listed from Kolhapur. Synergy Green करके कंपनी है, उनकी एक और कंपनी पेरेंट कंपनी 1983 में बीएसई में ही लिस्टेड है. जब उन्होंने लिस्टिंग किया था, दे हैड अ नोशन कि सर पैसे हमको 25 करोड़ रुपया चाहिए और 100 करोड़ के वैल्यूएशन में लिस्ट कर रहे हैं. हमारा तो कोल्हापुर है, महालक्ष्मी का टेम्पल है, तो उन्होंने बोला कि सर सब बोल रहे हैं आजू बाजू में जितने भी एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं वो बोल रहे 25 करोड़ लेने जाने की क्या जरूरत है, आप प्लीज हमसे ही मांग लीजिए, हम ही इन्वेस्ट कर देंगे. When we got the company listed, you won't believe, when they got listed, it was known only in Kolhapur, maybe in their family members and the people who are interacting with them or vendors or the public where they are no, supplying the material. They are into a foundry business. जब उनकी लिस्टिंग हुई थी 25 करोड़ में 14 करोड़ का फंडिंग जो है मैनचेस्टर इंटरनेशनल से आया था, MIT FI फंडिंग आई थी. तो आप ये समझिए कि अगर जब तक आप लिस्टिंग के लिए नहीं जाएंगे, वो कंपनी की एग्जिस्टेंस किसी को पता नहीं था, आज वो ग्लोबल मैप में है. वेरी एग्जैक्टली. Sachin Sejongkar, उनको पूछिएगा. We sat with them for 4 hours. We had 4 meetings. Four times we had a meeting. Last meeting we had in Sahara Hotel in Villa Parle, and you can talk to him the journey when they got listed. And today they will be happy person got them listed and they are globally visible. So आज के तारीख में QIB इन्वेस्ट कर रही है, HNIs डाल रहे हैं. Even SB Bank has invested into a company called Innoquest in Chennai. So a lot of people like AUM Bank and small banks, a lot of large investors like Ashish Kacholia has invested into a lot of companies like Knowledge Marine. I think he has got a stake in Knowledge Marine, Ashish Kacholia. I don't know the present status, they have invested money. So I could really see a lot of prudent investors like Purunju, Vilayat has invested into some companies into SME also. So आज तक जब तक आप लिस्टिंग के लिए नहीं आएंगे, आप दिखेंगे नहीं, विजिबल नहीं होंगे, तो इन्वेस्टर भी कैसे आपके कंपनी में डालेगा. आज आपको पैसा चाहिए, हमको पता ही नहीं है, आप लिस्टेड हो जाएंगे, आप दिखेंगे, ऑटोमेटिकली ये चीज को दिखेंगे. तो आपको यही समझना है कि आपको एक स्टेप रखना है. सेकंड स्टेप के लिए तो हमने ये इनिशिएटिव लिया है योगेश जी के थ्रू. नेक्स्ट 5 to 10 स्टेप जो है राधा जी ने बोला, वेलकम टू BSE और वी कैन कम डाउन टू पुणे or the people who are there stationed in wherever they are, we'll love to come and really do this one more session with them one to one, maybe into a closed setup of 15, 50, 25 people also. We can take you through this journey.
Yeah.
Surely.
All right.
Somebody has
quickly.
asked a question. Just one last thing. Somebody has
Yeah,
asked a
last
question, how
question.
much time it takes, So it takes anywhere between 6 to 8 months at least, It will take a lesser time if you're more prepared, if you're already more prepared. That is how it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when we say preparedness is about processes, systems,
In place,
market,
yeah.
products, all of that preparedness, right?
All of that preparedness, yeah.
Fantastic. So I think both of you were extremely excited to share your knowledge, and I could see that. And I think participants also resonated with that. How many of you would want to have a quick last question? How many of you would want to have a one-to-one conversation in a closed room, say 15, 20 people, but yeah, only eligible people. Let's be very candid about it.
Yeah.
Only eligible people will be part of this. It will be in Pune. Yes, it will be in Pune. The first round will be in Pune, and the tentative date. Let me also tell you, the tentative date will be before Diwali, around a week to
last week of October.
Last week of October, right?
Very nice.
And we will segregate a form to you. I am putting across the name and number of the person that you have to coordinate with for this. She's the program manager. Her name is Sheetal Kanse. She's the program manager for this, the entire engagement with BSE. So here is name and number of Sheetal Kanse and email address. So you can definitely speak to her. We will segregate a form, and as I said, we will look at the applications that are coming up. Post that application, you will receive a call, and then you will be invited for this discussion. So I hope all of you have enjoyed this entire discussion. I also quickly ask, my habit of being a good teacher is please rate me and rate the conversation, right? So please go ahead and rate the conversation from 1 to 5 about this, and would you want to have more of these conversations with people? So quickly, if you could just rate this so that the feedback to the speakers also is very right at the beginning. So go ahead. Radhaji, Anandji, look at this. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yogesh,
Thank you.
you so much for having us here, and thank you so much for having this seminar actually.
Thank you very much. I think people have given the feedback to you. I think more importantly, because they're prepared, mentally they are prepared, they want to. We have the people who have come in here, are people that we've segregated. We have only picked up around 150, 200 people, out of which I think, I don't know what is the number. The last number was 70. Right now there are 58 people. So I think people have enjoyed this. Let's try doing this more. Keep sharing knowledge to the best of the possibilities that we can.
We would love to help you out anytime. We are committed to that. So please let us know how we can help you out. We are here to help you.
Yes, you will listen. The Sheetal will communicate on the dates and everything when we can actually physically meet and get it done.
Yeah.
There is a forum called Founders Forum. There's an evening forum called Founders Forum. We meet every quarter. And people who would be interested, will be calling them during the Founders Forum, and specifically only talking about those businesses who are participants. Is that good? So thank you very much. God bless, and wishing you. Thank you very much for spending time on your holidays. Right. So both of you, all the best. Anandji,
thank you, Yogesh. Thank you, Radhaji. Thank you, Sheetal, for coordinating. All the participants. Thank you for listening.
Yes, and thank you, Sheetal, for arranging this fantastic thing. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Really, thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless.
Bye-bye.